Right, okay, it's now period 3, and I haven't actually made a video this morning because I'm just knackered, all right? If ever there was a week to get COVID, this is the week to get COVID. Because there's so many people away. Good times, good times. So, moral of the story, there will be some quality beagle content after this. Well, actually, it's not really quality beagle content, it's just beagles sleeping. I'm not even going to put a soundtrack to it because I might. We'll see if I can be bothered putting a soundtrack to it. But there were threats of violence and legal action for a lack of beagle content in Friday's video. Other than that, rehearsals carrying on. If you're at home and you're in my senior drama class, carry on line learning and keeping up with your paperwork and your journal. When you get back, it will be... Well, this time next week is when we're supposed to be doing our assessment. We're not going to do it this time next week. We're going to aim for doing it in the first week of April. If we do the performances when you're ready in that first week, there isn't really a time to push it later than that. And if you would like to bring it earlier than that, that's fine. But we'll go for that first week in April because I figure by then people who are away should be back. Of course, if there's anyone away with COVID in that week, we'll come up with a solution as to when you can do your performance. But if we can get them all done and dusted in the second to last week of term, then in the last week of term, we can start working on the next standard, which will mean that you've got the school holidays to try and work on stuff if you wish to for the next standard, because we've lost a couple of weeks from this semester, and I'm worried about making sure we meet our end of semester deadline. So there's that. If you're at home and you're Tobias, hey. If you're at home and you're Joshy, hey. Carry on learning your lines for the 15-minute scenes. We just had an Ants and Cleo rehearsal, and that's looking really good. We've got much ado at lunch, and we'll see how that goes as to what we actually rehearse. But I'll look at the bits that don't have Josh in them. Have heard from St Matthews, and they're really behind on their scene as well. Like, they're not sure they're going to have anything finished. I think we'll have something finished. I just don't necessarily think it's going to be as polished or as good as I would like it to be. But we're going to keep pushing forward. Regionals are still on the 12th of April. That's not changing. Even though I have tried to push that out to next term, it's just hit a brick wall as to not having a place to perform it in if we go for next term, as well as not enough time for whoever wins it to actually prepare and get to nationals, because that would mean we would be performing in May when the nationals is in June. Yeah, so it's 12th of April. That's basically a non-negotiable. Good times, good times. So let's just hope we're all COVID-free then. Yes. If you are at home and you are sick, I have no expectation that you're doing anything. That's perfectly fine. You just go and you have some chicken soup and you have a nap and you watch some Netflix and you read Twilight. That's what I did when I had swine flu. And you do whatever it is that you need to take care of yourself. If you're at home because somebody else is sick around you, take care of them, because at some point you'll want somebody to take care of you. And look after the people around you, because it is strange and unusual times. You are better off having COVID this week than next week, as I'm going to say constantly until we get to nationals. We're better off having COVID now than later. I'd like COVID this week. I'm still obsessively testing for COVID because I have such a sore throat. And I'm tired. I'm really tired. I also have no idea what things taste like. But mostly I don't know what things taste like anyway. But I'm also a vegetarian, which means that I don't have a huge sense of taste in the first place, because all of our food is generally bland. Okay, I'm ranting. I need to edit this. I need to put in some beagle content. Yeah, that's basically it. Carry on doing what you can do. Take care of yourselves if you're at home. If you're at home and you're isolating and you've got time on your hands, definitely keep up to date with your paperwork. Make sure your lines are down. Get in touch with your group. Let them know that you're okay or where you're up to in the process, so that everybody's on the same page. Mostly just take care. And sing out if you need anything. Email me if you've got any questions, or if you just want somebody to be having an annoying chat with. That's fine, you can do that. Yes. I shall catch you all anon.